Alright guys, now this is a gun that I know some people have problems with. Now honestly, this gun did have its problems. That was back when my friend bought this. My friend Mike bought this thinking, okay, I'll run it on CO2. And according to Dye and Proto, that's not a big deal, but you will eventually burn out your O-rings. And a lot faster than you would with HPA. Wear out, not burn out, anyways. This gun had its problems while he was running it on CO2. Now, he just figured, CO2, HPA, whatever. So he's sitting there running the trigger and, whatever he wants to do. Well, with the CO2, he's instantly freezing up the rag, and the gun's not staying lubricated because the bolt's freezing up from the backup from the rag, and it keeps jamming, and he doesn't bother to take the time to pull it apart and lube it every time he uses it, so it gets all gunked up. He breaks paint. He doesn't bother to clean it after that. He's used to using spiders and Tippmanns and, not something you always have to take apart and clean. Well, he got sick and tired of it eventually and just was looking to get rid of it. And the tank, he had got a 6845 while we were down at while we were down at Oklahoma D-Day. And he was kind of like, I'm not going to need the tank if I don't have a gun that uses HPA. So if you buy my gun from me, you can keep the tank too. It's still his tank technically, but he was like, as long as I don't need anything that uses as long as I don't have something that uses HPA, you can use the tank. And I was like, you know what, dude? If you're gonna allow me to keep the tank, he's on my team. So if he's gonna allow me to keep his tank, I told him, you know what? We go to a tournament or something. I keep your gun in good condition. Anytime you want to use it, it's all good. So I bought his gun. Turned out to be a good deal for both of us. And honestly, I like this gun. Shoots great. It's nice and light. Nice and small too. I kind of like. I like the trigger. It's more of a fang trigger. I'm kind of used to that. I shoot other guns a lot, and I kind of like that trigger system. Now, I'm thinking about getting the Dye on-off ASA for it. Still kind of thinking. Now, he bought another thing for it while we were down at D-Day that came in the package. Oh, this is the stock barrel. And he got the 16-inch Proto barrel, which really it makes a difference, and it's a longer barrel than the stock barrel, but it's actually lighter. It makes a huge difference. I really like the profile of this gun. I like the kind of milling. There's not really any milling, but it has that effect of the milling because of the way the drop-ins are in there, and the grips are nice. They're really hand-fitting. The feed neck is deceivingly small. However, it does open up a lot, so this will fit any kind of loader. I've run my Pinocchio on this before, and I think Pinocchio is the hopper with the biggest feed neck on the market right now. So if a Pinocchio fits, there you go. Honestly, for what they're asking for this gun, I think it's $225. When Smart Parts was still in business, I would have said go with the Vibe Blackheart. If you're looking for that kind of mid-level gun that will work okay on a speedball field, it's just going to be a little bit, it's going to be picky. You're going to have to clean it every time you use it, which you should expect with most low-end tourney guns. I mean, an Ego or a Lasoya ProMaster like I have, or a DM. I know DMs are a little bit more picky. But some of those guns will go ahead and perform for you if you don't clean them. They will. It's not always a good idea. It usually isn't a good idea. But they will perform. This is something you definitely have to lube every time. And if you're going to go out and get one of these, watch the TechPB troubleshooting vid. Has a lot of good tips, a lot of good ways that you can upgrade your gun to. He doesn't really show you those, but you can see what he's got on it. How to lubricate your gun, how to take care of it. Great video to watch if you have this gun or are thinking about getting one. So there you go. I haven't shot this gun that much, and with the problems I originally had with it, I'm not going to give it a review and a rating right now. Give me a little bit more time on the speedball field with it, and I'll get one up.